Hello. Hi. How you guys doing? It is. See that?
Oh, yeah.
Uh-huh.
Hi.
She didn't know that we were on. That's all.
Yes.
How you guys doing?
How you guys doing? Come on in.
Mm-hmm.
Come on in. We missed y'all.
We did.
I feel like it's been like
a month.
Oh, it has been.
It has been a month. We have not. We didn't do a pop up this time.
We didn't. That's why it feels so much.
Thank you,
longer.
honey. Yes. So come on in and click like and share.
Click like
and share. And why
it's your favorite life coaches.
Woohoo!
The favorite ones. Yes. Hi guys.
Yes.
How y'all doing out there?
I'm gonna share this.
How you guys doing?
That?
She's out there sharing. How you guys doing? Yes, we hope you've enjoyed some of the, all of the content that we've been giving these last couple of months. We thank you for your time.
Yes, and support. Mm-hmm.
Yes, that you guys have been giving us. It is so appreciated. We love you guys. Just starting out as life coaches, it's tough out there, try to get to learn what to do, what to say.
Yes, this is true. This is true. Well, you said we it's not like we brand new. We have been doing it for a little while, but we are definitely on the move.
On the move. Yes, we are on the move. Yes, we are. So, today, y'all.
Today.
It's heavy. Well, it's not.
Yes, it is. It's heavy. It can, depending on how you see it.
Depending on how you see it and how you look at it. We can, it's kind of, a subject that's talked about a lot.
It is.
Maybe not say it's heavy.
It's just talked on a lot.
It's talked on a lot.
Sometimes it needs a little assistance.
Oh, just a little. That's why it's talked about a lot.
That is true.
But today, we 2 minutes in.
All right.
And today, we're talking about forgiveness. Forgiveness. This is one of the suggested topics that you guys suggested.
And we appreciate you guys.
Yes.
Keep them coming.
We love those suggestions. If you want to hear something or talk about something or something that you want touched on, let us know. Put that in the comments. And then we will, talk on that hot topic. But this one was a suggestion from you guys. So it's forgiveness. And we are, talking about that today. When people hear the word forgiveness,
you see how I froze up? I did. I'm like,
they get kind of nervous.
Acting, y'all. I need some help in action.
You need help in that. You're a life coach.
Amen.
Stick to that.
All right, here we go.
No acting.
But, all right, let's get in.
Yes, guys. But forgiveness. I mean, when you hear the word forgiveness, we think people tend to shy away from it. But I want to know, what's so bad about forgiveness? What is so bad about forgiving?
I have an answer for that. For most. Okay, it's fear.
Fear.
Yes, fear.
That was that acronym.
Yes.
False evidence. False evidence appearing real.
Yes.
That's what that is.
Because you have the fear of being, taken advantage of.
True.
Allowing something to happen again. The fear of becoming vulnerable.
That's true.
Because the picture of forgiveness in some of our minds, it's like we've already been taken advantage of. They already taken something from us.
True.
So now you telling me I have to give them something else? You know what I mean?
So wait.
They already took from us from the first place.
True.
Right?
They took,
They already done hurt us.
That hurt, yes.
From the hurting. And so now they cause you pain.
Yeah.
Right? So
true.
now I have to, in return, on top of, give even more.
What?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So you saying, wait, are y'all writing this down? She's saying at the beginning of this topic, you telling me that you want me to give
Uh-huh.
while I'm hurting. You're saying give during me receiving pain. You saying, oh wait,
Yes.
is that what you
I
saying?
am saying that. Yes, I am, because
That's to give.
to give.
Okay.
Yes, like the word says, forgive.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
So I get it's a little pause because I'm like trying to soak all this in, you know, but that's why we got to dig into this word,
Mhm.
forgive, because that's deep right there. You want me to give while I'm hurting? We got to dig into this. What does it actually mean?
What it doesn't mean is condoning.
True.
It doesn't mean condoning.
Yeah,
What they did to hurt you was not okay
that's right.
at all.
We want y'all to understand that. That's right.
Mm-hmm. Forgiveness
Okay.
is not saying that, what they did to hurt you didn't happen.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
That's right.
Yes, forgiveness doesn't mean that the pain just automatically disappear
Mm-hmm.
and like now I'm going to pick back up where we left off at,
True.
as though nothing ever has
Mhm.
happened in our lifetime.
Yes.
You know
yes.
what I'm saying? That's not what it means.
Yes. Yes.
Yes, give while I'm hurting. And then, hello, Lee.
Hey, Kenny.
Hi, Ken. You
Y'all,
said
we into this.
we are, yes. So I need to look over here.
I know. Sorry. She
She said, repeat that.
Yes.
Which part you want me to repeat, Lee?
You talking about probably that crazy stuff you were saying. Saying that give, while we hurting.
Yeah, because
Right.
it's for give.
True.
That's in the word. That's
Yeah.
in the actual word, y'all. But I'm going to wait to see what she says because she said repeat that. So I'll come back to it, Lee. I'll come back to it as soon as I see it pop up. Because what forgiveness is not saying, that we're supposed to act like it did, like I said, like it did not happen.
That's right. That's right.
Woo, child.
That's not what it means.
In so many ways, just the word forgiveness is viewed.
Mm-hmm.
It's viewed as like it's a bad thing.
That's the truth.
You know what I'm saying? It's viewed like it's like, like
Yeah.
I don't even have the right word how it's viewed. But it's just the word. It's just so flawed.
And that's why people probably, don't kind of want it to be part of their.
Yes.
That's that fear that's coming in.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. We say forgive and forget. See, that's where I'm trying to go. We say forgive and forget.
Mm-hmm.
And when we forgive, do we really forget?
I mean, forgive, forget. Forgive, forget. You're right. Forgive and forget. We tend to put those words hand in hand. I hear that a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Forgive and forget. Forgive and forget. I know that's right.
Mm-hmm.
We put those words together hand in hand when we talk about forgiveness.
That's true. We do.
But let me reiterate this. When you forgive, it doesn't mean denial.
Mm-hmm.
That's what she was just saying. It doesn't mean denial. You have a brain. You remember the acts.
That's right.
Ain't nobody crazy. Come on now. We not crazy. We remember that. So how we gonna forgive and then forget?
Well,
We remember the acts.
we do. And see, and Lee right here, we're gonna come back. Lee said, like I lost if I forgave
First.
Yes. You do feel like that. If you gave in.
Yeah, you gave in. You hurt me.
And now
And
I
then
have
I
to
got to give?
give you something? What?
Come on now.
Oh, she said right. Right to
Right.
Yes.
You hurt me.
Mm-hmm.
But you telling me I gotta give while I'm hurting?
Yes.
Come on now.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And you know, like you said, well, ain't nobody crazy.
Ain't nobody crazy. We remember that. It's part of me now. You hurt me. I
Yes.
remember that.
Mm-hmm. You know, like,
And I want to get you back, but keep on
because
going.
those hidden acts.
Well,
You know, that's why forgiveness is, in part, a willingness to drop the storyline, to stop telling ourselves over and over and over again the story of what happened,
mm-hmm.
what the other person did, you
Yeah.
know, how we were injured.
Mm-hmm.
Those I was hurt to the core. You know how you hurt to the core,
Mm-hmm.
you know, and any
Mhm.
other painful thing that's upsetting.
That's the truth.
You know, these things, a willingness to stop the story. Yes. We have
Forgiveness.
to have a willingness.
That's right, Kenny. I was going to say that.
Yes.
I like that word. A willingness
Mm-hmm.
to stop. You know, the storyline. That's right. You
Yes.
got to.
You
That
have
is
to
the.
stop.
That is the initial, step in this process.
Mm-hmm.
That's what
That's what
forgiveness
it
is.
Yes.
I'm losing my, because I'm like, yeah. And then Gab said, the problem is you avoid that person, that situation, because you don't want that feeling again.
This is
and
the
that is
truth.
the truth.
That is the truth.
You intentionally avoid. Oh, here they come,
Mm.
because you're remembering.
Automatic. Soon as it's like a trigger.
Yes. Right. Right.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. And that's what it is. You guys are absolutely right. You know, anything that relates to what the unforgiveness, it's like a decision to let the past be what it is, to leave it as it is.
Mm-hmm.
You know, imperfect,
That's right.
and not what we wish
Mm-hmm.
it had been.
Right. That's right.
Forgiveness means that we stop the shoulda, coulda, woulda.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I shoulda, coulda, woulda. You know, and then also we try to relinquish the idea that we can create a different or better past.
That. Wow. We have to relinquish.
Yes.
Come. We're talking about the definition of forgiveness. That's what we're talking about. What is it? We expect you to do it without defining what it is. And, also, forgiveness is a decision to no longer relate to that person based on the infraction. True forgiveness only deals with you and the offender. That's it. You and the offender. You can't bring others into it.
That's right.
You cannot bring others into it.
Mm-hmm.
Because bringing others into it, what it does is it breeds gossip.
Mm-hmm.
Come on now. You bring somebody else into this.
You might have to go back and retract. Go ahead.
Come on.
Mm-hmm. What you said.
Uh-huh.
What you did. Because now you done told 3, 5, 7 people.
Mm-hmm. And you didn't get it right the first time.
Mm-hmm.
And then, what else it breed? It can breed vengeance.
Woo.
Come on now.
That's the truth.
We just being for real.
Mm-hmm.
And then before you know it, come on now. And before you know it, those 2 letters, that U and that N, come on, it has crept in front of the word forgiveness.
That's right.
Now you are in unforgiveness.
Mm-hmm.
You are in unforgiveness. Poof. There it is. Unforgiveness.
But she's telling the truth.
Because that happened to me.
Mm-hmm.
And unforgiveness, you know what that breeds? That breeds grudges.
Yes, it does. Woo.
It breeds it.
Yes, it does.
Yes, it does.
Yes, it does. And
Let's be
walking around
real.
holding that mess.
You walking around avoiding.
To
Gabrielle
hold it.
said.
To hold it.
To hold it. That's the truth. I did that.
Yes. Well, she did the grudges, but
I
I was
did
trying
the
to do the
grudges.
revenges now. You know.
Let's be real. Come
That's
on
the
now.
truth. That's the truth. And you walk around in unforgiveness because we have the idea that the other person would somehow feel better, or they can just move on with their life if I forgave them. As my result of forgiveness would make them feel better, about their life.
Mm-hmm.
Like now, oh, she forgave me. Now I can move on. Girl, they're going on about their business.
Why you still mad?
They over here singing their little happy song.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Woo hoo hoo hoo. I got her.
Mm-hmm.
But you thinking if I hold this unforgiveness, it's gonna stop their life. No, they're moving on. And some people get an excitement out of embarrassing you or out of hurting you.
Mm-hmm.
They get this thrill.
Yeah.
If
you're holding that forgiveness. That's right.
Woo, yes, that's right. Now that is the truth.
You do gotta
Let's
say,
say, search me, Lord.
That's right, Gabrielle. You gotta say, search me, Lord. Come on now.
Yes, you do.
We talking about this silence, this hidden silence that we suffer from.
We do.
Mm-hmm.
And this is part of what keeps us silent. You know what I mean? Because we have to imagine that we imagine that not forgiving is a form of punishment. You know what I'm saying? Or it's a way of forcing the other person to continue to suffer, like how they made you suffer.
Like I'm gonna get you back because you hurt me. I'm gonna hurt you, right?
More so because I'm suffering. Now I'm gonna hold my unforgiveness towards you to make you suffer.
I'm gonna hold my forgiveness.
Right, I'm gonna hold my forgiveness to make you suffer because you're waiting on my forgiveness. Say you apologize to me, right? And I'm not gonna forgive her. She hurt me, so I'm not gonna forgive her and let her suffer in that. So that's
okay.
And we think that that's doing something. Wow. Here we go. What you say?
We got something from Kenny. He says we view not forgiving as a form of punishment. Woo!
Yes. That's what I'm saying. Yes, that's exactly what I'm saying. Yes. The not forgiving is like a validation, to own your own hurt.
Wow.
Especially when a person don't take ownership of the hurt they caused. As though they did absolutely nothing wrong, towards you.
That's right.
And now you feel, justified for withholding the unforgiveness.
The forgiveness.
The forgiveness. I keep saying but you feel justified for holding the forgiveness. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So are you is the like it has a continuous power, like you're holding the power towards the person who wronged
who wronged you.
Like a validation to our suffering.
Yeah.
That's how else are we going to legitimize our continuous pain? How else are we going to legitimize it?
That's true. Wait. How else are we going to legitimize it? And what do you mean by that?
I'm saying you have a right to feel this pain. I'm entitled to this pain. To this pain.
Okay, I'm entitled to it because you hurt me.
So I'm entitled. Yeah, I'm entitled to feel like this. You did that. So yes,
I get it. I get that. You do that. This is mine. I'm gonna hold it as long as I want to. That's dangerous.
That is.
That is dangerous.
That part.
That's dangerous.
It is.
It's mine now. You hurt me. I'm gonna hold this as long as I want to. I ain't gotta forgive you. Who are you?
Yeah, just like you said, those grudges.
Ooh, that's how it breeds it. It breeds it. But what we are striving for? We're striving for true forgiveness.
That's right.
That's what we're striving for, ladies and gents. We're striving for true forgiveness. And true forgiveness releases the offender
Whew.
from guilt.
Mm-hmm.
In actuality, it helps them forgive themselves, if you think about it. So, not only does true forgiveness
Mm-hmm.
help you, it also helps the offender.
It does. And that's why we tend to hold it.
Mm.
God
We don't want to
grant
help
us.
the offender.
Right, like I'm not ready to forgive you because I need you to know that you were wrong.
Wrong. Yes. That's what we say.
That's exactly it. She said, Lord, Erica, Lord help me. That's me sometimes. Well,
That's all of
that's
us.
all of us.
And that's
That's
why
why
we're
we-
here.
Mm-hmm.
This is why we're here
You see
talking
how she tried
about
to
it.
beat me to that punchline.
But we're here.
Mm-hmm.
We are here for you guys, just like y'all here for us. Hey, we need some help.
Mm-hmm.
So we got 3 things.
We do. And we're going to get to that question, Tiffany. She said, if you forgive a person, but they continue to have ugly ways or act foolishness. Uh-oh, it jumped on me.
Uh-huh. Are we
Mm-hmm.
or act if they have ugly ways or acting foolish?
Yeah.
Are we as Christians expected to be around this person?
And that is part of our 3 things. And we're going to come right back to that one, too.
Yes.
Don't
we're
leave us, Tiffany. We got you.
Yes. So we
Mhm.
got 3 things. 3 things.
3 things.
So
yes.
the first thing is, oh wait, did this just happen?
Uh-huh. I think that just happened.
Oh no, they didn't talk to me like that.
It happened
This is
just
number
like that.
1.
Just like that.
Wait a minute. Did they just say that?
Just they did. Girl, you heard them.
In the church?
In the chat? Yeah.
At my job?
It did.
Did she just do that?
She in my house talking like that.
Y'all know we do that.
Mm-hmm.
We do that. And that is step number 1. Process.
Mm-hmm.
We got to process what happened. You know?
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes you can't believe a person did that.
Yeah, this is true.
Or contemplated on doing
Mm-hmm.
certain things to intentionally
Woo.
hurt you. You can't believe that. You can't wrap your mind around that.
Mm-mm.
You got to sit down and process that.
Yes, you do.
So the first thing that comes to your mind is, wait a minute. I didn't know this was coming.
Mm-hmm.
Or, ouch, this hurts.
Yes.
You got to process that.
Yes, you do.
And you know, once you come to the realization of what happened, you can now narrow down what really hurt you.
This is it.
Was it the words?
Mm-hmm.
Was it their tone?
Mm-hmm.
You know, was it their look?
Mm-mm.
Was it the truth
Mm-hmm.
that you wanted to keep secret?
Whoop.
Was it the person?
Well,
I mean, you have to ask yourself these questions.
you do.
This is part of the process.
It is.
It is.
And my thing is, like, this process may be rough, and we say this because you have to focus on yourself. Make space to pause and validate your feelings. You know,
Right
and
there, right there.
that can be hard.
Right
You
there.
know what I'm saying? Feel the feelings. Feel the resentment. How did that affect me? Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
How does it feel in my head?
I like that. When you said feel the feelings.
Feel the feelings. You
We're
know how I
talking
feel?
about processing. This is step number. I like that because so often we jump to the solution that we want. Oh no, she didn't. Okay, I ain't gonna talk to her.
Uh-huh.
You
This
know,
is
we
true.
got to feel that first.
You do. You
I
do.
like
You
how you
really
said
do.
that.
Because
Mhm.
you know how we say, oh, it hurt me to my core? Feel the feelings. Feel how it feels in your chest. Feel how it feels in your head. Feel how it feels in your belly. You know, you have to
Mhm.
be honest with yourself.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? You have to ask yourself, what is the story
Mm-hmm.
and how true is the story?
Mm-hmm. Come on.
What is the trigger and why?
Mm-hmm.
The point of this is to ask yourself, what do you need? What is the desire?
Mm-hmm.
And what kind of support is required?
Mm-hmm.
Because sometimes you need that support right there.
You
We have
do.
a couple of questions.
We
on
do. And I like what Gabrielle said. She uses that flight or fight concept.
Flight.
You know,
Mm-hmm.
I'm the flight because I will not fight you.
Well,
You know, that's a great concept.
it
to
is.
have.
It is.
You know, and you know if somebody coming in and they provoking, you know,
Mm-hmm.
she's saying, if I'm understanding, she will leave, and then hopefully we're adding to once you leave, for you not to hold it, you process what happened,
Yes.
and then eventually we got a couple of more
And
steps.
She said exactly.
Get to that true forgiveness
Yes.
that you guys, that we want you guys to have. That is a good thing. Sometimes it's good to, when the situation is hot,
Yes.
and the situation is boiling over, sometimes it's good to go, like you said, pause,
Yes.
take a breath, go and process. If it takes you to leave, if it takes you to go in the corner, go in your corner,
Mm-hmm.
and woosah, that's what you do. I like that.
Yes.
Flight or fight.
Mm-hmm.
I love that. Exactly. And then, we are, what we're doing today, we're throwing some heavy stuff.
Yes.
This is some heavy stuff, some
Mhm.
heavy situation, that we deal with on a